Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Friends of the Show. I'm Chemex, and I'm here with my best friend, Austin, and today we're going to have probably a quick episode, but we're going to go over the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Orange County with you.
So let's start Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, Episode 16, the penultimate. How sad. So the episode opened with... Shamea's questionable business decisions.
So apparently her lawyer is sitting her down days before she's supposed to have a launch party for her rum line, Rum Bum.
I like the name.
It is fun. And I like the booty bottle.
Yeah.
But
we should have been more prepared than like the night before the launch party. We haven't signed a contract.
And now they're telling you, no, we're just going to give you a nice little deal to wholesale it and you can like sell it in your store.
Right.
What the fuck? No, we didn't just make a bottle out of my ass. And then you're going to tell me you could sell that bottle if you want.
Right.
But I'm going to make all the money from it.
In their defense, I could see this coming from the first time we saw them.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. It did not look like it was going to go well. It was on a Skype call.
It was Skype.
It looked like Skype.
It did, because the quality, huh?
Yeah.
That wasn't Zoom.
There was no way.
I'm sorry, Shamea. I'm not surprised that this isn't working out. And I can't believe you went into distribution and made a bottle when the contract wasn't signed.
Not even one bottle, but like multiple.
Ready to ship out.
Because you got other cast members to make molds.
I was baffled. This might be one of the biggest fumbles we've seen business-wise in a while.
And then she said, Gerald's going to say, I told you so. And I'm like, that's so funny. And good for you, Gerald.
Yeah, it's probably his money. But although in this episode, Shamea mentioned something about her job, she must have been like a corporate leader, like in, team meetings and stuff. Because she mentioned doing that for George. I'm like, so I wonder how much she used to make.
I don't have any idea what she used to do, but I know she used to work with all the little sports teams.
Clearly. That's why Angela is so impassioned.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Angela, Kay takes her and Charles, and Kay takes her husband, that's like a little double date, to a nighttime tantra yoga session.
Sure was. Because at first I was like, oh, they're doing yoga. And then it got real bent over and I'm wide open.
Charles said, Angela, put them size 12s over here. And I was just, that's a crazy bedroom to be in. That's all I gotta say.
Big, tall people.
Yes.
It's like Jack and the Beanstalk. You imagine Kelly next to them?
Oh my God.
And then as they're at this yoga class, they're kind of talking about Shamea.
What she did was a little wild.
It's just very validating, though, that Kay's like, you brought up her mother. And Shamea tried to be like, no, I did. Well, you don't know what happened on social media first.
A whole year ago. Get over it.
And it doesn't matter. I didn't need to know what happened. I was there when I saw you bring up her mama, and that's crazy. And we see Porsha taking some pictures with Pilar.
Little PJ pictures.
To replace pictures in the house that they have with Simon. And the pictures were cute.
And while she's doing her photo shoot, she kind of updates Lauren on her little situation with Mike. And she's like, he really wants a baby. And I don't know. / I don't want a baby. So you're very firm. And her sister tells her the truth. She's like, you can't lead him on like that if you don't want a child.
You need to tell him. And Porsha knew when Lauren said that. She's, I know.
She said, I don't want to be cruel.
Don't be cruel by leading him on any longer.
I know. It's so sad. But at the same time, I feel like if a girl is hesitant when somebody says, I want a baby, it gives you your answer right there.
Right. And maybe don't be with them if you want kids so bad. See, if I'm Mike, I'd be happy with a stepchild.
If I'm Mike, I'm happy I bagged Porsha.
Right. See, Sway's going to benefit now. She's going to have a cute little stepdaughter that she never had to do the baby phase with. What a blessing.
God bless her.
Kay and Shamea go out for lunch. And this is where Kay really was clocking in for the first time this season when she was like, so Shamea, here's why you're wrong.
And she said, it was wrong you brought up her mother. It was wrong you did.
Her baby daddy.
Like, what did you expect?
And Shamea tried to be like, well, how did I bring up her daughter or Dennis? And
flaunting around that the baby daddy is sneaking the baby to you.
Yeah. Kay had to be like, you said he sneaks her daughter into your house. What are you talking about?
Shamea's face when she said that too, she knew she was doing wrong.
She got clocked.
And she got caught. And I think that's just ridiculous because that means you really are just using the baby to get to Porsha. Because if it was a genuine thing, you wouldn't have that guilty look on your face.
It wouldn't even be a thought.
It would literally, you wouldn't be sneaking the baby in.
Right. Even if you did, after Porsha said, hey, no more, you don't get to argue with her.
You would make it about her baby and your baby being friends.
She did.
Not like, I don't know, the baby comes over to my house.
And who knows what she'll overhear.
To hang out with my daughter. No, it'd just be like, the baby hangs out with my daughter.
Yeah. And Shamea tried to be like, why are you taking Pilar from me? Girl, that's not your baby.
That's not your baby.
You have a few. It's okay.
There's no relation.
Especially when Shamea said, this is like a divorce from Porsha.
She was my person.
I'm like, I don't know about that.
It's been years now.
Porsha loved you and you loved her.
And I was about to be like, Shamea needs some therapy. And then I'm like, she did say she's going to therapy over these women. So hopefully the therapist can get through to you.
I hope so.
Because
K. Michelle's the only other option.
Yes.
Imagine getting therapized by K. I would love that. And after we see K and Shamea, Porsha is surprising Miss Diane with her own paid off house that Porsha paid for. Cash
money. And they go, rich bitch. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. I love your own mom being like, you rich bitch. Mm-hmm. And I love seeing how far Porsha's come.
Me too.
Wow, not a lot does happen this episode because pretty much from there, it's the start of Shamea's Halloween party and simultaneously Porsha, Mike, Kasdan, and Kay all go bowling because Kay doesn't do Halloween.
Nope, she celebrates the Hallelujah Halloween.
Hallelujah Day.
Where they praise Jesus and the Lord.
And the light.
Instead of the darkness and the devil.
She said, no demons coming at me. And then as they're all at the Halloween party and the ladies are bowling with their men, Kay's like, so where do you two see yourself going? And Mike's like, I'm in love with her.
Which was crazy.
To the point where Porsha was like, usually I'm the one moving really fast. I've met my match.
Well, he said it. So this is what got to me. He says it in front of her friends.
To try to pressure her to say it back.
To pressure her to say it back. And I didn't like that.
And she was like, thank you.
It's exactly what I would have done.
I wasn't mad at her at all.
No.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, he did that on purpose in front of people.
And then to say, where do you think we are or where we're going in front of them right after? And she's already said, no, I don't love you.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Which is the right response. Because even Kay, the cut to her, she was looking like, I'd rather be anywhere else than hearing what I'm hearing.
Porsha saying, you're going to bring this up in front of people? She straight up, it was the first thing out of her mouth.
It was that moment I was like, yeah, it's over for you, Mike. So then cut back to the Halloween party. All the rest of the ladies are there. You see Kasdan roll in. He's like, I just came to represent, Kay doesn't do this. And then Kay surprises them. She's like, I'm here.
I got to tell you, I zoned out for a bit. And then all of a sudden I was like, how is she at this Halloween party when she explicitly said, I am not partaking in this evilness?
That's so funny because I also zoned out right in that time frame because I was like, wait, Kay she's there.
And so to have her then at the party just taking in the faces as it's going down because Angela and Kelly finally have their moment between it was Shamea she accused.
Yeah, Shamea.
Porsha accuses Kelly of sleeping with married men so much that I get lost.
There's a lot of that going around. And to be fair, I thought Angela kind of a little bit maybe vindicated.
She was totally valid. If George comes out of the woodworks and says, I might have said something as a joke.
I was drinking too much. I was like, oh, Angela was right.
Angela was so right.
He said something.
And he said it in a slight where he knows he said it or he wouldn't be admitting it.
Because he couldn't spit it out. They were like, go ahead, George, and tell us what you got to say.
He knew the moment that she said, at that party, and he said, uh-oh.
He knew. And then it was Kay's face for me. They kept cutting to her, taking a drink of something. Her eyes were wide. She was looking like, I can't believe they're going here.
Taking slow sips.
Shocked sips.
And George's wife, Ashley, was present for this whole thing.
She was dressed as Tinkerbell.
Ashley was not that fun to play with.
No.
She didn't do anything except sit there and say, well, Angela, they called me and told me that you said something.
And Angela was like, I absolutely did. Because your husband said something.
Then walks in George to say, yep, I did.
And Kay said, you got to tell them that your husband wasn't up in Shamea's Hot Pocket.
And the other thing that happens in this little moment is Shamea apologizes to the whole group about her behavior in Scotland. And it doesn't seem to land with anybody but Kelly.
Right. Of course it landed with Kelly.
You're ride or die, bitch.
Speaking of Kelly, Jarvis made an appearance in his Iron Man mask.
He sure did.
Why can't we see it?
Kelly said it's to protect him from her ex.
What is he gonna do?
Bother him.
Okay, blow my Instagram up.
Right?
I don't care. And then the ladies have their reveal of their butts.
For the rum bum.
But we don't see everyone.
No, we barely get to know whose bum is whose because they tell you to guess, but then they barely put in the corner whose bum it was.
I kept having to rewind because it was like, wait, who's this who?
I was like, why is it saying Kelly's name on the screen? And then I realized that it was because it was her bum.
I was like, that's Kelly?
I was like, Kelly, you just roasted your own ass.
She did. She was like, that's not me, that's Drew.
She said, look at how saggy and flat it is.
They said, that's Kelly's. And Drew dressed as Beyonce. She said, I know my ass anywhere.
Drew's Beyonce, though, looked like she was wearing a big old diaper. That's all I could think of. Them big old granny panties did not look like anything but a diaper.
I was like, you know Beyonce didn't wear no big panties like that. The look was almost there, Drew, but the panties...
The cheeks.
And the shirt looked a little maybe cheap.
Yeah.
Like you got it at Spirit Halloween.
Them panties came out of a pack. But then a new man rolls in that we've seen before, apparently, at the roller rink episode.
Oh, yeah.
And brings her a horse to complete the costume. And my favorite thing was it Kay that said, we all know
it was Kay.
You set this up already.
Yeah. Someone's like, okay, Drewyonce. And then they cut to Shamea like, I did not get a permit to have a horse outside my house. Like, you got to get this out of here.
I would say the same. I don't want the horse shitting on everything.
All over my neighbors' yards and shit.
Now I'm responsible for this horse.
And that's where this episode ends. Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. We'll see you next week for the season finale of season 17.
Which is crazy.
This has flown by.
Season finale and you don't even have anything leading into it.
What? This may be one of the worst seasons of Atlanta ever because nothing has happened.
Not a damn thing. It's just been Shamea's apology tour and no accountability.
It's comparable to Beverly Hills' last season where it was just about Dorit. So we'll see what happens in the finale. I don't even remember what the preview was. So
nope.
Can't be that exciting. Moving on, Real Housewives of Orange County, season 20, episode 3.
Episode 3. I forgot to write down the name of this one, so I hope you caught it. Nope, that's all right.
I always forget to look.
The viewers will have caught it somehow.
You guys know. It's the most recent episode.
Episode 3.
The one that opens with Tamra.
Tamra moving out Sophia. And she...
So we see Tamra move Sophia out, and then it cuts to Emily and Jenn.
Jenn, yeah. Her and Emily are besties now, which is crazy.
No, Emily and Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
They go to like a chiropractic
They
gym.
go to the pain doctor, is what they call him.
As they're doing that, who is it? Is it Jenn that calls? Or is it Vicky? No, it's Vicky calls Shannon. And she's like, you, me, and Tamra, let's go to dinner at the Quiet Woman. And Shannon's like, look, I'm with Emily. And she's like, hi, Emily. So anyway, me, you, and Tamra are going to the Quiet Woman.
But during this little chiropractic session, Emily tells Shannon that during the bingo bash, Tamra at the end... kind of said, ha, 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 I'm glad we're friends again, so now I can tell iHeart to start inviting you to the parties and events. Hilarious, Tamra. Hilarious.
Incredible.
Iconic work.
She knew exactly what she was doing, and that's why she's so good at what she does.
You said, you can be on my network, but you cannot sit at the table.
And Emily really took that personally.
I mean, how could you not?
I thought about it. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, that's kind of cunty.
That's cunty. I would find it hilarious, but at the same time, I would still be a little sad.
And then I had to listen to Teddi recap this episode to see if she talked about it. And she said, well, it's true. She said, if you go back and look, you're not going to see any pictures of Emily at any of these events. So then from that, we go to Jenn and Ryan, and their family is just a damn mess. I can't keep up. I don't know why. They're so confusing to me.
It's just as cluttered as his clothing.
I actually stated to you while we were watching this episode that Shane's style was better than Ryan's, which you disagreed with, but...
I disagree with just because, like, if I'm going to have to stand next to a man, I want him to at least try. And an In-N-Out t-shirt is not trying.
Every day. Emily's say he wears in and out shirts. And something's going on with Jen's second oldest son. First, he was caught speeding 105 down the freeway. Now, what was it? I don't remember why he's in trouble now.
I don't think he was in trouble. It was just like his isolation into his room a lot is new.
And Ryan was saying maybe it's something to do with his father not being in his life. Teens can lash out.
She was like, no, it can't be that. And then
it was that.
Fast forward, and it's that.
I was like, at least Ryan got a brain going on in there.
Well, you have to think, even though he's maybe not the best character or the best father figure to give them, I don't know what kind of father figure he is. He could be good. He could be bad. I don't know.
Yeah,
neutral party. But he has the male perspective. And if like he grew up without a father, then he relates.
And he was saying his kids, you know, he doesn't get to see as much as he would want to. So he can understand from the father's perspective, not Jen's ex's, just as a father. He's like, you should want to see your kids all the time. I want to see my kids all the time. Not quite sure why Jen's ex doesn't. That's kind of what he was saying.
Yeah, because I know before they were blaming it on him working a lot, but then last year they also said that he was not working anymore. So
so you're in Orange County in an apartment.
Not
you could
seeing
see
your children.
Kids. You could see your kids.
That's gotta hurt as the kid.
Knowing dad's somewhere close by, but just doesn't make any effort. I feel bad for Jen's son. He's clearly going through it. And then what else do we got?
Emily goes and calls up some friends, I forget which ones, doesn't matter, and tells them that Carmela gifted her a Dior bag with a dildo or vibrator in it.
She sure did.
And I think that's cunty and funny, but also strange if you don't know Emily at all.
It is odd. We just met, so she was FaceTiming Heather Dubrow about it, and Terry walked in. He said, I get it. If you don't like the purse, go fuck yourself.
But at the same time, this is the thing I'm looking at. We don't know each other. You bought me a Dior bag. I'm already like, whoa, you're coming on a little strong, because now what do I got to get you for your birthday?
Because I'm not getting you a Dior bag.
I barely know you. And then to put a vibrator in it? Okay, now you just made it weird.
Like, what is that?
I think it's just Carmela being a sexual person because she was in Playboy.
Clearly. Because then they cut to her and her daughters and they're like, Mom, we saw the extra 7 vibrators you ordered.
And that, I was like, your daughters are underage and we're talking about this on camera. I feel uncomfortable.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it one bit. It's one thing if you're open about that kind of stuff in your household, whatever. But people are freaks and you have them on camera.
They're girls.
They're girls.
Even worse because people
are just
with
weird.
Girls.
I wouldn't let them talk about vibrators on TV. That's just me.
So after that, we see Jenn, Gina, and Vicky go to lunch. Weird pairing.
Weird.
Vicky didn't want to be there.
No, I don't think Jenn understood why she was there, but I don't know why she was there. I was going to say maybe because she's friends with no one. No one in there.
No, she's kind of on her own.
Yeah.
So as they're at lunch, Gina's like, what do you guys think of prenups?
Which is maybe why Jenn was there. Maybe she just wants to tell Jenn to get a prenup. And / or like get her finances together.
Still.
That's the only thing I can think of for why she's there.
And that's why Vicky was there.
Vicky was there to say, yes, this is a good idea.
She's a good business money person.
She was there to say, I have a good lawyer. Let me get him your number.
And we see Gina and Travis later talk about Travis really wants Gina to take his last name, but she's debating it because her kids are all Kirschenheiders. I might want to change my name just to get rid of that long ass name.
I see both points. So I see why she's conflicted, because I wouldn't necessarily want my name to be different from my children just for the sake of myself. I'm going to be open and honest about it. I would want to share the name of my children.
Yeah. And your kids, that's their name. You want that.
It's like, this is our family. This is what proves before you can see anything else is the name.
Right.
And I see his point too of not wanting my wife to have another man's last name. It'd be different if it was still her maiden name and she wanted to leave it, but it's another man's last name, not her maiden name.
Right.
And it would make me feel like she has a tramp stamp of his name on her back. And every time I'm hitting it, I'm like...
looking at it. I could see that, but also I'm like, Travis, your ex-wife probably has your last name.
Yeah, and she'll never get rid of it because she's obsessed.
Right. So like, don't care about those things as much because that proof... that's the proof.
Yeah,
those aren't the things that make a relationship.
You're putting too much value into it. But like he said, it's not going to make or break their wedding.
I appreciated him being like, you think I'm not going to marry you over it? Like, because if that were the case, we'd have bigger problems than a name.
And the way Gina just looks at him like, Yeah.
I'm gonna marry him.
It was so cute.
I'm so happy for her. And then after, we see Tamra go visit Teddi.
Tamra visits Teddi, and Teddi is in a womp womp kind of mood at first. And she's talking about how she doesn't feel that grateful for being as in remission as she is.
Yeah, like she's had good response to treatment. And she's like, people keep telling me to be grateful. I don't feel very grateful.
But it's because she feels like she's letting other people down by not being able to be who she used to be.
Yeah.
So I see why she feels sad.
And that would be hard. She has some young kids.
But it was nice to see Tamra's softer side, because that's pretty much all this scene is to show us that Tamra's a human.
And has friends still. And then we cover Jenn and her son. They sit down and talk. It's all emotional. And then at the end of the episode, Vicky, Tamra, and Shannon go to a little restaurant we all know as the Quiet Woman. We actually got a little progress, though, in this scene. Shannon, after about 2 seasons of Tamra being like, you're a drunken loser.
You can't get a man or a house.
Vicky's finally like, you got to put it behind you if you want to move forward. You don't have to be the best of friends, but stop holding on to it.
And she makes Tamra stop.
Oh, that was good.
Turning the tables.
Because it was Shannon being like, well,
how do you think it makes me feel?
And Tamra be like, well, how did you think it made me feel? And Vicky was like, don't know. Answer her question. How do you think it made her feel? And Tamra had to answer.
She said, not good.
Like a teenager.
Yeah.
I said, that's why we need Vicky and Tamra. Because they hold each other accountable. When it's one without the other, you've just got a Tasmanian devil running loose.
And we need the Tres Amigas back because Shannon just brings the fun.
Kind of ends and they really finally agree to move forward.
Yeah, they exit the little scene arm in arm, falling, tripping.
All on each other.
All on each other.
They even take a picture together. And I'm like, for Shannon to want to take a picture with Tamra, that is progress.
Shannon's body language, though, does tell you that she's not that committed to this.
No, she's like, I'm doing this for the show.
Her arm is extended way further out than the other two. And she's kind of more to the side of the photo than the other two.
And she made Vicky be in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we were laughing at you, Shannon, because I said you were dressed like Surrey Cruz 20 years ago.
And you continuously dress like Surrey Cruz.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
They're like the polar opposite of generations, but you dress alike, and I like it. But yeah, not the most eventful episodes of these shows, but I'm still excited for Atlanta's finale. I'm excited to see where OC goes from here. And that should do it for this week.
That'll do it. Thank you for listening. It's been a great week. Take care. I'm Kim X. It's Austin. Bye.
Bye.